Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here today. Prince Albert Police responded to 234 calls for service over the weekend from Friday evening through Monday morning. As a result, 60 people were arrested, 29 of those being for public intoxication. 2 people were taken to the Brief Detoxification Center over the weekend. The majority of the calls over the weekend were in reference to intoxicated persons, disturbances, and evictions. Brief breakdown of calls is as follows. Friday night we had 68 calls. Saturday day shift we responded to 54 calls. Saturday night shift we responded to 47 calls. Sunday day shift 28 calls, and Sunday night shift 37 calls. Just quickly, this week is Victims of Crime Awareness Week throughout the country. Our motto is "We all have a role." This week has been designated as Victims of Crime Awareness Week. The Prince Albert Police Service Victim Services Unit would like to remind the community of the work they do, which is supplying support, referral, and advocacy to the victims of crime and traumatic events in Prince Albert and area. As part of the week's activities, the Prince Albert Police Service Victim Services Unit, in conjunction with Prince Albert Regional Victim Services, which is the RCMP-based program, will be holding a child identification clinic on Thursday, April 25th from noon until 8 p.m. The clinic will be held in the hospitality room at the South Hill Mall. For a small fee of $2, parent will receive a small card containing an image of their child along with a fingerprint and other vital information. So the clinic will run from noon until 8 p.m. on Thursday. Also, anyone interested in volunteering with our Victim Services Unit or wanting more information can simply drop by our unit here, which is located here in the headquarters building, located at 45 15th Street West during business hours, or they can call the unit at 953-HELP or 953-4357. Emails can also be directed to our unit's manager, Helen Christensen, and the email address has been posted on the whiteboard to my immediate left. Quickly reviewing the major incidents of the weekend, file number 13-9695. Further to yesterday's duty, NCO released the 22-year-old Prince Albert male that was arrested after a physical confrontation with police and security in the 900 block of 22nd Street East. Early Saturday morning was scheduled to make his first appearance in Prince Albert Provincial Court this morning. He has been charged with 4 counts of assaulting a police officer as well as resisting arrest. That information number has been provided for you. Officers were investigating a report of a fight in the area, and the suspect refused to cooperate with police. Due to his high level of intoxication and disruptive actions, officers were attempting to place him into custody, and he chose to resist violently. He had suffered a minor injury prior to police contact and was taken by police to the Victoria Hospital to be checked prior to being placed into custody. File number 13-9763. A 31-year-old Prince Albert man was scheduled to appear in Prince Albert Provincial Court earlier today, charged with several offenses after attempting to flee from police Saturday afternoon. Suspect was a passenger in a vehicle stopped by police in the 500 block of 15th Street East just before 5 p.m. When the officer recognized him as having several outstanding criminal warrants and attempted to place him into custody, he attempted to flee. Physical confrontation ensued, and a civilian bystander stepped in to assist the officer prior to the other officers arriving to assist. Suspect was wanted for warrants ranging from multiple assaults to drug, court breach, and firearms offenses. He has now additionally been charged with 2 counts of assault to resist arrest, carrying a concealed weapon, obstruction, and 2 counts of breach of undertaking. That information number has also been provided. The civilian in this case, the one that stepped in to assist the officer at scene, suffered minor injuries, which included a small cut to his knee, as well as treatment for inhalation of pepper spray, which was used at the scene in an attempt to bring this individual into custody. He was treated at the scene by Parkland Ambulance paramedics and released from the scene. He was not taken to the hospital for treatment. And finally, file number 13-9722. Prince Albert Police continue to investigate a serious assault that occurred Saturday morning in the 300 block of River Street East. The victim, a 31-year-old man from the Muscadet First Nation, remains in serious condition in Saskatoon Hospital being treated for a serious head wound. He was transported to Saskatoon via the STARS Air Ambulance following initial treatment and evaluation at the Victoria Hospital. It's important to note that this investigation is active, it's ongoing, and no further details on the investigation will be released at this time.